Do you know what makes someone suddenly realize your worth? When you decide to back off, when you decide to stop chasing, they start to feel the loss, and it drives them crazy. Why? Because you are no longer a given. They thought you would always be there, but now you are no longer theirs, and suddenly they want you more than ever. Be prepared because this will not only change the way they see you, it will change you. Are you ready to shake things up? 1. A change in motivation. When you stop chasing others, you no longer put all your energy and time into impressing or winning them over. Instead, you shift your focus to yourself, developing yourself and creating personal value. This completely changes the dynamic in the relationship, making the other person feel like they are no longer being pursued by you. In many cases, this will pique their curiosity and prompt them to start looking for you again, because they now feel like they are missing the attention they once received. 2. The power of absence. When you withdraw from a relationship or situation, you create a void. This void makes the other person realize how meaningful and valuable your presence was before. Your absence is not just a loss, but also an opportunity for the other person to reevaluate what they took for granted. They will begin to look back and realize the important role you play in their lives. 3. The allure of independence. Independence is an extremely attractive quality because it shows that you do not need others to feel happy or complete. When you are confident, independent, and able to stand on your own 2 feet, this makes you more attractive to others. You are no longer an emotionally dependent person, but instead, you are a strong, self-sufficient individual who lives a full and happy life. This not only increases the respect of others, but also arouses in them the desire to be a part of your life. The contrast between confidence and attraction grows. When you reach the point where you no longer place a heavy emphasis on chasing or waiting for their attention, your newfound confidence begins to radiate. The interesting thing here is that confidence is not something you can fake. It comes from truly not depending on the relationship or their attention to feel good about yourself. This shift from being vulnerable to their opinions or feelings to being independent and confident is what attracts them so strongly. People are attracted to confidence because it sends a clear message that you don't need them to feel complete. When you no longer desire them, your appeal to them increases because this confidence creates a profound contrast to your previous image of you as vulnerable and dependent. This change makes you attractive and irresistible, even if they think they don't want you anymore. The rarity effect and the value of scarcity. When you become less visible or less accessible, others begin to perceive your presence as rare, and this scarcity increases your value in their eyes. People tend to value things that are hard to obtain or that don't come around often. And when you reduce your accessibility, they begin to perceive you as special, not easily replaced. That's the basic principle of scarcity. When something becomes hard to find, it instantly becomes an object of desire. This effect applies not only to material things, but also has a powerful impact on personal relationships, making your absence a source of desire and admiration from others. When you are no longer easily present in their lives, they begin to question the value you bring, and the more they try to find you, the more your value in their eyes increases. 6. The pain of regret and the importance of realizing lost value. One of the most powerful emotions people experience is regret, especially when they realize what they once had but no longer have. When you are gone, no longer present in their lives, they begin to feel a void and loss. This often leads to reflection on the moments that have passed, on what they missed or did not appreciate when you were around. This regret is not just a fleeting feeling, but is often profound, as they realize that they have lost something important and valuable that they may never get back. Your absence becomes a painful reminder of what they can no longer have, and this increases their desire to have you back. However, sometimes this regret comes too late when you have completely left and no longer want to come back. It is the pain of regret that makes them realize your true value, and this creates a powerful motivation for them to want you back more than ever, despite the fact that it may no longer be possible. 7. The mystery of uncertainty. When you create distance and reduce your presence, you create a void where the other person was previously accustomed to your presence. Disappearance or lack of regular interaction makes them start to wonder what is going on. They may start to think more about you and why you have changed. This piques their curiosity and desire to find out what you are thinking, feeling, or what is new in your life that they don't know about. Uncertainty in a relationship often creates a sense of instability. And when people feel like the relationship is no longer in their control, they will focus more on trying to control it. Being less predictable and unclear about your feelings will make them feel like they are being drawn into a psychological game where they need to discover the truth. In this way, you become more mysterious and appealing, as they will always have the need to dig deeper and want to reconnect with you for certainty. 8. Role reversal. In many relationships, one person often takes the more active role in pursuing, seeking validation, and trying to build a connection. However, when you stop trying to seek their attention or approval, you not only stop putting energy into the relationship, but you also send a message that you are no longer emotionally dependent on them. This completely changes the dynamic in the relationship. When they see that you are no longer paying the same attention as before and are no longer making an effort to maintain the relationship, they will begin to feel the loss and lack of attention that they previously took for granted. They will wonder why your attention has decreased, and this triggers anxiety in them. The role of the validation seeker gradually shifts from you to them, because when the other person feels that attention is no longer easy to get, they will want it even more. Thus, a role reversal occurs. From being the one being pursued, they will become the one having to pursue you, trying to regain the attention and affection they once received. 9. Fear of the end. When a person begins to realize that the relationship is at risk of ending or is on the verge of breaking up, a strong fear will arise. This is because people are naturally afraid of losing what they have become accustomed to or value. Fear of loss is often the strongest motivator in a relationship. When they begin to realize that you may no longer be there, no longer a part of their life, they will begin to imagine life without you. Visions of loneliness, loss, or not being able to fill the void you left will haunt them. They will wonder what went wrong, whether it can be fixed, and how to keep you. The fear of losing you often motivates them to take action to save the relationship. They will try harder to maintain the connection, make an effort to prove that they still value the relationship, and may even admit things they have never shown before. Only when faced with the risk of losing something precious do people truly realize its value, and the fear of ending the relationship is a powerful catalyst that makes them want to hold on to you at all costs. Absence and self-focus are not just a way to create distance, but also a way to rediscover your own value. When we are always available and accessible, others tend to take us for granted, forgetting the special things we bring to the relationship. But when we withdraw and start focusing on our own lives, it forces the other person to face the reality of our absence and the powerful impact of that absence. However, this is not just about making others desire us more, but also an opportunity to look back at ourselves, realizing our independent value, confidence, and personal energy. The change in motivation not only affects them, but also makes us realize that our happiness and personal development should not depend on the acceptance of others. All of this carries a strong message. When you know how to appreciate yourself, you not only create natural attraction, but also build a life that others cannot help but want to be a part of. Confidence and independence will always be the key to maintaining personal value, regardless of the desire regret from others. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video to the end. We really hope that today's sharing has helped you have a new perspective on yourself and how you interact with the people around you. Remember, your worth is never determined by whether others recognize it or not, but by how you treat and value yourself. If you feel that anything in this video really touches you, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. We would love to hear your story and thoughts on what we discussed. Hit the like button if you find this content meaningful to you, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Especially, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can always be updated with the latest videos, with many other useful shares that will help you develop yourself. Each of your subscriptions is a great motivation for us to continue to bring more quality content. Let's build a positive community together where people can support and motivate each other to move forward. Once again, thank you for being with us. Remember, you deserve the best. See you in the next video.